I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. Basically, anybody can learn from these courses, okay? These tutorials are great. I'm keep it real. Now, this is video 38G. Now, video 38 was huge, like I mentioned in my other videos. And I have broken down by letters, A, B, C, D, F, G, but we're doing G now. So we're going to be talking about the dollar files. But before we do that, I wanted to mention that on the last video we did the binding, we created the query insert command, right? Variable, and then of course the prepare statement, and then remember how we bind it using the actual variables, and you're binding them with placeholders. We're actually sitting over here. Okay, so and then I also mentioned about email, like I commented out here, because basically for some reason I can't get it working in the local host. I know for a fact that it works in my primary server, the production server, but for some reason I can get the local host. I thought it would be at least locally inside, but you know how it is. Anyway, but just to show you, I took a variable and I say subject, right? And I kind of put anything I wanted here. Hello, and whatever the first name, you just added a record to the database. And this, you get it from over here, right? So then, what you do is you say to, right? And then you put the email address. That's the stuff that gets put in here, right? And then, of course, that's the subject, which is what this is. Text will be the same subject, and it depends on what. You could do whatever you want. You could have like here docs set right in there, so it could be like multiple lines of stuff. But I know for a fact I'm only going to send this. I'll put it in a subject line, but I also put it in the main text, okay, of the email. And then the header will be like whatever webmaster who's sending this, which is basically me right here. So then what happens is in this show, what I did was I added the to, the subject, and all that, so you can at least take a look to see what it looks like. You know, it won't work here, so I kind of put it over here so you can see, like right here. So if I went over here and ran this, see, there it goes. Remember, I ran this the var dump, and it says, oh, this is Andres, boo. Then you say, hey, just added a record to your database, and of course this is your content, and then this is from the database. Just to let you know. Okay, so but in reality, if you put this in the production, this will work. All you have to do is take this out. Of course, you can comment this stuff out right here. You don't want people to see that, right? I put 3 when it comes to real commands. I keep it like this when it's only like real comments. So now, since we're not really using it, let's just do this right for now, just to let you know that's what that is. So let's come here. I put it over here. I comment it out. We can comment this out too, because we're not going to be using this. Sorry. Now we're going to start the upload section. So we're going to go like, we'll do this, right? Matter of fact, let's cut this piece right here. Let's take this, let's put it over here, right? Then we can just say start. This is one where you can keep track of it, right? Start the upload section. Like that. That way in the end, when you get to the very end part of it, you can end it. So you can kind of go like this. And just say end. Like that. Okay, over here we're going to put everything. What we're going to do is we're going to create, remember we did this already, the file, let me show you. This right here, that's a global variable. It's often used when you are uploading files, right? We already did this before, but I'm going to show you a little bit more right here. Then there will be another section where I'm going to break it down with more comments and stuff, so that way you can have it too. So the dollar files contain some information on the uploaded files. So when you have what happens is when you run this, it'll create an array with all the stuff, like the name of the file, what's the temp name of it, what's the size, the error, that kind of thing. But I'm going to show you in a second. But I just want to let you know that this information that it's uploaded, the dollar underscore files, the super global will give you that information, okay? We can get these, how about if we just start it out right now? Right now, let's create an array, right? And then we're going to call it files. And then I'm going to say that files, like that. Maybe we could do a lot of cut and pasting because I want to have to repeat. And this would be the file name. So say file name, right? And then what I'll do is I'll do, let's see, one, we'll say 2, 3. Matter of fact, we're going to need another one right here. Let me see, we got the file name, we got the temp, we got the error, we got the size, and what else do we got? Well, we'll find out in a second. Let's see, we got the file name, that will be the file name, and over here you say file name, right? Because that's what you're using. In reality, I kind of just went like this. I could have just did this. Because you already did it over here, all you have to do is do this and just put the rest of it like this, like the name, right? Name of the file. But I like to kind of put the everything in this, because that way at least you get it in your head that that's what that is. So we'll say name, right? Because it's a variable. This will create a variable of that information. Now we have here the temp name, because when you're uploading, it's going to send it to a temporary directory, right? And then when you do the error, we can check for errors, right? So we're going to, oops, sorry, like this, errors. Then this one, we're going to check for the size. And then, oops, daisy. All right, let's put on a, let's open this. Put one more in there. And the type, right? That's this information that you see here. See this information, the date, kind, the type, that kind of thing. That's what you're gonna get. All right. So now, I want to, now that it become, oh yeah, I need to change this too, so otherwise they're gonna get confused. So I'll say that this is the file name, right? Then I'll say that this will be the, should we say temp? Because for me that's like such a strange. Okay, and then over here we're gonna say file error, right? And this was going to be the size. This was going to be the type. Camel case, when you have like several words, make it like this, camel case. All right, so we got this here. Let's go down a little bit because we're going to add some more stuff. Now, we want to do is we're going to take this right here, this one right here. I want to break it down. Remember how we broke it down? We wanted to see what's the end, the actual extension. Always get in the habit of doing that. File, extension. Then you're going to say exclude. Remember that one? And then you're going to, you want to explode it at, you know what the file name is? Like this, look. File name dot text. You want to break it down over here. That's what this is. All right, so we're gonna go dot because you want to break it there. And then of course your comma. And what is it exactly that you want to? You want to do this one, file name, right? So you come here and you stick that in there. Yeah, we'll keep a space there. How about that? So we can kind of read it better. Okay, so then now we want to say, after we do this, I want to get the actual extension. So what we're going to do is we're going to just call it anything. You can call it anything you want, but we're going to say actual extension. Remember how we did that on one of those videos? Okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to say, and remember, when we want to load the, we want to make the extension lowercase, so you say st, right? You do that, xtr to lower, and then you want your parentheses. Then within that parentheses, you want the end of this stuff. See, when you do like, like a table that kind of shows, let's say file name, then the second one would be like this. This would be the extension. It would be like a table. That's what an array is. It would be like this or like this. Of course, All right, so what you do is you come here and you want the end of that array. So you're going to say en like that, and I want the end of it. That's it. So what you do is you do, where is it? Right here. Just put a space here so you can see it better. What do you think? Like this? Cool. Now we want to, remember that one that's going to allow to see that you allow a certain extension. So you're going to create an array. Remember, we're going to use the box instead. We're going to say that JPG. And what else do we have? PNG. Should we allow PDFs? All right. PDF. Should we allow PHP stuff? Well, in this case, no, we're not going to allow it. And of course, we're going to allow text. How about that? No PHP. All right. Now, what you want to do is you want to say if it's set. So you want to say if is set like that. Should we do it now? Of course, don't forget your curly. You want to know if this is set, right? The file name. So you're going to say $file name like that. And if it's set, that means that it's there like this. Then I want you to continue. So now I want you to check to see if it's empty. So you're going to say if, okay, if it's not empty, how about that? So we don't do the other part. We're going to say if it's not empty, like that. And then we're going to put in this in here. And then we're going to say, first of all, let's see if we could finish setting this up. Let's say we'll do this, right? Then you're going to say, let's go down over like that. Then what you want to do is you want to see if the actual extension of a file is within this table, right? The array. So we'll say something like if, let's put it together. Then say in array. Can't believe my toes are. And then let's do this, right? Because you're going to add more stuff to it. So we'll say in an array you want $file actual extension. And then you want to allow allow. See, you're going to say, hey, is this allow in here? Is this allow? Let me check. Let me see. You did send me a TXT. Yes, it is as well. Oh, let me see. You did send me a PDF. Oh, yes, it is allow. PNG and JPEG, the same way, like that. So then what you do is within there, because everything is allowed, and now the security is getting better, right? So because you're checking more, now you want to see if there's any errors. So if you go like this, let's put a little space there, and then we'll say something like $file, because that's what we did. Let me see, right here, right? You're gonna say if it's equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3, and be more strict, like that. Then of course you're gonna put in more of this stuff. Then you're gonna check to see if that's the error. We want to check for size. If the size is less than 100 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that would do it, right? So if it's that, then do that, and then now we want to say $log. I guess that would be like location. My uploads. What did I call it? Right here, my uploads. It'll be another file in there when we do it. Okay, so to do this, we gotta say my, was it spelled right? Yes, my uploads, and then don't forget to put in this. Okay, that means it'll go to that directory, and then whatever that's you adding here to this, it'll be the file name. So now that you have that, so let's do this so we can keep track. This belongs to this, so we'll say, should I just do this? Yes. Then we're going to say this belongs to that, so let's just do this. Then we're going to say this, right? So we'll do this. Where is it? So we'll have it over here. Then you're going to have this one, which is empty, okay? Good. Then you're going to have this one, which is right here. See, this way you don't get confused. All right, so now we're going to do this, and then now we're going to add the move statement. Like when if everything works out, yes, yes, true, 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 true. You just made it into here. Now you want to check. So we'll just kind of put it right here. We'll say if, you know, if it's going to be true, right? So then I'll do this part. Let me see. We got that. Oops. Like that. So then this would be the move. So we're gonna say move underscore uploaded underscore file. That is the actual name of the function that JavaScript, PHP uses to move your file. So we'll say $temp name, because that's your temporary, to the location. So I want to say location dot $file name, like that. See this temp file? You're going to get it from here. File name is this file name, which is here. If you want, wait a minute. If you want to add like more stuff here, you can get a unique ID for it and then put it in here. But I don't like it because it gives me this weird long. I just want to be, if I'm gonna send something like this, it better be this name. So you keep it, but it's up to you, you know. So now you say you're moving it, right? So now you're gonna go. Let's go down more. We're gonna say set. Should we call it set? No. Let's call it the get, because that's what we're trying to get. Message. And then we're gonna go like this. And then you're gonna say you. Should I say you? Okay. That doesn't make sense. Your file was uploaded successfully. And we'll do this. All right, so let's see what else we got. We could say, we can echo out temp file dir. Does that make sense? And then concatenate the actual template name. Did we call it that? Template name. Okay. This is just giving you something on the screen, that's all. Then of course, you know, you can add this. Let's do it separately. All right. So what we do is we do this. Those are line breaks. It's a good idea to have them. And this particular one is this. So let's take this out. Like that. And just stick it right in here. Like this, see? This way you know what belongs to whom. Oh, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now in this, where is it? If for some reason that doesn't work, which is this, let's move this down. Matter of fact, let's copy this. Let's put it over here. Let's take this down, and we're going to say else. And we'll do, that's ugly. How the hell did I get that? All right, so this belongs to this, and of course that belongs to this guy. All right, so what I want to do is I want to say you have a problem with the file extension. No, we don't want it there. I think what I really want, wait a minute, let's take this off. I want to check out, where is it? This one. Where are we? Right here. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, I can't believe my legs are killing me. All right, so what I'm going to do is, see, this part goes to, see right here, file extension. And then file actual extension, file in new, file actual extension, so that would be right here. So we'll say something like echo, and then you have a problem with file extension. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see. If you had this one, where is this? It's right here. That's running within there. That's running within there. So I prefer to have this. It's good to debug, you know, even in front of you guys. So let's see, we have here file extension. That will be your error stuff, right? Because if you got a problem with this, I don't want you to continue. I don't want that file. But if it's okay, then you do this whole thing here. All right, so we'll go here and just stick it right in here. Let's get this out the way. Let's see. I know it seems kind of weird, right? Let's move this on a little bit. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. See, the thing is, we have this that belongs to this. This belongs to this, and I don't want anything other than this in here. See, if for some reason I don't know, like I said, PHP got in there because it's not part of it, it'll come here and say, oh, you got a problem. That's why I needed something this way. You have a problem with your file extension. And then what you could do is, even with that file extension thing, it'll come out, right? Let me see. Let's say, whatever, where are we? Where? Did you hear that? Is that shooting? Shit. Alright, so what happens is if you do the file extension and it's not what you wanted, then I want to go right back. So we'll do, let me see if we go, there's a problem with the file extension. I want you to get out of there. Where did it go? Right here. And I wonder if we have something for this. Let's see. That's a strange thing, right? Because you have missed one up. I did miss. Let me see. This is a successful delete update. There's a problem with your form format. I got it. Okay, so let's add it as number 12. This. And let's move this one over like that. And we're going to say 12, and we're going to use this one. Like that. Let's make this 12. I mean, another thing I wanted to mention. Let's fix this first. Alright, let's see if there's a problem. Because sometimes I always get these. There you go. 257. 257. Where are we? Not 257. 257. Where are we? 257. What's the problem with it? This is part of that. There's something wrong here, right? You got your log, and this is dollar. Right here. Maybe I spelled it wrong. It doesn't seem that way. And what does this say? Wait a minute, I think I know. Syntax error expected if 257. Oh, right here. See? So when you go like this, and boom, there you go. Because I'm looking at it, so wait a minute, but I do need an if. I want to see it first. So then I look up. Every time you see a message like that, it says, wait a minute, that's a legitimate command. So you look one line up to see if there's a semicolon missing. Remember, in JavaScript, they would have put it on there for me. I wouldn't have had that problem. It would have kept going. But PHP don't do it, so you have to put it yourself. And that fixed it, right? That did it all. Well, we kind of reached the end of your of this video, and don't worry about it. We're going to be testing these things out pretty soon. So if you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel grow. And until next time, a good night.